today. We've been very fortunate here since we've opened to host some of the most prestigious and largest equestrian events in the country. When this complex was first built, we had one competition venue, one main arena. Now, thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Gaughan, we have our main competition arena, we have our 2 arenas in the Prevert Pavilion, and now our largest arena here, the Farnam Arena. We are hoping that this venue can allow us to increase our attendees, our horses, our exhibitors, somewhere in the 15% range. And that's a big number in our world. Pre-COVID, we were about to host 44 weeks a year of just equestrian events. So we fully anticipate that that's going to happen in 2021 as well. Mr. and Mrs. Gaughan have just never said no to everything that we've asked. When we wanted to add space, they built the Prevert Pavilion for us. We needed more horse trailer parking. They bought another 50 acres out here south where we can park horse trailers and bring even more guests. And then, of course, the Farnam Arena, when that was envisioned, they never said no, and they never wavered. With everything going on in our world and our country, they just never wavered, and they always said no. This venue here is 300 by 135 feet wide, 300 long, 135 feet wide, makes it our largest venue. We purposely built the wall here on the west all the way up to block out any freeway activity, the sun, any landscaping. It was built plenty high so we can get all of our equipment in here, get our dump trucks in here, have quick conversions if we need them. We didn't show you, but we also built a cattle lane behind the building, which will make it a lot more efficient for us to do our events as well. LED lighting that matches our main arena. Our sound is not in yet, but our sound is tied into the main arena, so our announcers in the main arena can make announcements that they'll be able to hear out here. So it'll be pretty slick. We also have 5 big-ass fans. I just wanted to say big-ass fans, so we're excited about those. So even on a day like today, it's going to be nice and cool in here, and it really turns out great. You know, I like to remind people, too, this venue, this whole complex, we are blessed. We have, I don't want to shock you with this number, Mr. Gaughan, but we have almost 600,000 square feet under roof dedicated to our equestrian complex here. Nothing like it in America, nothing like it in the world. Connected to a hotel resort of this caliber. I mean, we are the envy of every equestrian center in every city in America, and I'm just blessed to be here. I'm in my 21st year now with Mr. and Mrs. Gaughan, and it's just flown by, and I'm looking forward to 20 more, sir, so hopefully we'll keep this place busy. But they never say no. Their commitment is unparalleled. Their commitment to the Western lifestyle and the equestrian industry is unparalleled. Which brings us to Farnam. You talk about commitment, you talk about passion, they have it. We have been partners with Farnam now going into our 4th year, and with this venue now, we just signed another lengthy extension. And we couldn't be more proud to be partners with you guys, Martha, Ron, Stosh. You know, a lot of partners, a lot of sponsors, they're content just to hang a sign and have that image and awareness, and we love that as well. But Farnam likes to get down with our guests. They like to get down and dirty with our exhibitors. They sponsor the wash racks. They sponsor our farriers area. Now the Farnam Arena, they're touching our guests. They're activating. They're constantly here at every event, and that's not cheap. That's on top of whatever they spend with us. They give complimentary products to all of our horse guests, complimentary shampoos and conditioners and, you know, all the products that you see on the back table there that a horse could want. Their tagline is that they're your partner with Total Horse Care, and they are, and they're totally our partner too, and we just could not be more blessed to have you guys involved with us. We thank you more than you know. We know, and Ryan reminds me every once in a while, we realize that part of what we do out here is because of the passion and the commitment of Mr. and Mrs. Gaughan. But the man that actually has to run Mr. and Mrs. Gaughan's business is Ryan Growney. I get to run their hobby, he gets to run their business. He gets to take all the complaints, unfortunately. That's really what that means. But right now I'd like to introduce Ryan, and hopefully he can share a little bit with you what this means to the property as well. So, Ryan Growney.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, slot machines definitely help pay for some of this stuff that you get to use out here. Very quickly, this is awesome. We have the most prestigious equestrian center in the country. And there's 3 reasons I think that we have been so fortunate as well as so successful. And very quickly, can't say it enough, but number 1, the visionaries that around 2001 or 2002 says we're going to build an equestrian center in between I-15 and Las Vegas Boulevard and attach it to a world-class hotel and casino. And the most common question was, you're going to do what? No one else could see it. No one else could see what it would be when it opened. No one else could see what it would become. And I don't even know if back then we knew it would become this 600,000 square foot facility, but Michael and Paula Gaughan were able to do that. They are the reason we're standing here at all. Number 2, fortunate, and the reason we're so successful, and I have to thank them, is the Equestrian Center team. I will put this team, Steve Stallworth, Dave Russo, Bill Purcell, Joe Baumgartner, the Larrys, Flo, Dee, all you guys, the people that are down there cleaning the stalls. I mean, we ended a cutting on Saturday night, and we were moving a paint horse show in on Tuesday. That no one outworks them, no one cares more, and no one takes better care of their guests than our people do. And that's 2-legged guests and 4-legged guests. Yes, absolutely. So thank all of you for making this happen. And then finally, the third reason I think we're so successful and so fortunate is our partners. I think it says a lot of whose names you put on your building. We don't just take anybody that says, hey, we want to sign. But I also think it says a lot about your facility, who's willing to put their name on your building. It's a 2-way street, and we have the best in the business. We have Prefert and John Deere. We have Resistol. We have Lucchese. We have Tito's and Crown Royal. I mean, they're the number 1 name in their respective categories, and Farnam is no different. When you talk about those 4-legged guests of ours, if you're taking care of them, you want to use Farnam products. They're the best there are. The fact that they've been with us for 3 years, that they would step up and trust us with your brand, trust us with your logo to put it on the side of this building. It means a lot to us. We're going to make you proud, I promise. And we got Equestrian Center of the Year last year without the Farnam Arena. I can't wait to see what we're going to do with Farnam Arena. Thank you all very much for being here.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Your partner in horse care, Farnam. Before we bring Stosh up, I really want to say a special thank you to Martha Lefebvre. Martha and her team have just been amazing, and Bill works with them. I mean, literally, it's so refreshing to have a client that really wants to activate, that wants to take care of customers. What else can we do? What else can we do for you? It's just, it really is just refreshing, Martha, to work with you and your team, and we just appreciate you getting your hands dirty, diving down in this thing, and really making this work. We want to thank Ron Akre. Ron's behind the scenes, and you know, he's that guy that's making sure it's a win-win for everybody, and making sure he protects his company and of course, his clients. But then there's the guy that signs the contract. He's a very important guy. So the guy that signs the contract for us is Stosh Easton. Stosh has been in the business for a long time. He's been in the equestrian business 25 years plus. He knows everybody. He's seen it all. And he didn't hesitate when we brought him this opportunity. So I'd like to introduce Stosh, who's their marketing director for Central Garden and Pet, Farnam, Equine. He's got all kind of titles. So Stosh, come on up.
I feel a little bit like a criminal when I take this off. Somebody's going to sneak up and arrest me because I'm supposed to have it on. So just take a few minutes and say a few words. First of all, thank you all for coming here today. It makes us feel important and special that you're here to chronicle this event with us, and it's a big deal. I have just a couple of maybe words of thanks to different folks that have helped kind of make this come to life. First of all, Martha and Ron on my team, they've been great partners and great teammates, and really go above and beyond to make things work on our end and make sure that that it works for everyone else as well, as Steve mentioned. The next thing is Steve Stallworth. Bill Purcell and David Russo have been outstanding to work with through this process of contract negotiations and ideations and different things like that. And so we really appreciate their energy and their enthusiasm and their attention to detail. It's really like no other. And so the funny maybe part of the story is that when they contacted us to discuss this idea of naming rights for this arena, we naturally had to kind of put on a little bit of a show and do a little bit of posturing, because we've gotten to know these guys over the last 3 years, and we know that they kind of enjoy the game a little bit, right? So we had to, we'll think about it. We'll call you back, okay? Well, kind of make them think for a few days. But the truth be told is that we were excited from the word go about this opportunity to partner in a bigger and deeper way with South Point. So thank you guys for thinking of us. Really, we appreciate that. The next thing I'd like to mention is just, and it's kind of been said here a couple of times, but thank you to the Gaughans for their vision here, as well as just their overall support of the equine industry, and not wavering. I think, we were talking about it earlier today, and, what phase of the process was this particular project in when the COVID pandemic hit? And well, it had been going for several months, maybe not quite a year, and wow, was that a time maybe somebody should have pulled up the reins and put that on hold? And we all kind of decided around the table that people like the Gaughans don't do that. That's when they double down, when things get a little bit opportunistic like that, and we appreciate that. And I just would also say that, meeting Ryan and all the folks that were mentioned before, and all the team here at the South Point, it's really first class all the way around. From everyone that you interact with here at this facility is first class, and not only do we appreciate that you support the industry and that you have such a first class facility and first class people and the team that you've assembled, and that's really the kind of partnerships that we look for to do things with and do more with, really. So it's great for us. We have really enjoyed our partnership here. We feel like it's been a great opportunity for our brand to be built along with the South Point Equestrian Center brand, and so we just have a lot of admiration for what you've done here. So thank you for all your support in that way. And then the third thing that I'd say is I'd tell you a little quick story. I had a mentor, and one of the things that I learned from this gentleman was to look at feedback as a gift. He always told me, hey, feedback's a gift. It doesn't matter what kind of feedback it is, it's always a gift, so look at it that way. And the little bit embarrassing part about that is just about a year ago, we got some feedback from one of our retail customers that they said directly to me, they said, Farnam's not cool anymore. And I'm like, okay, feedback's a gift, feedback's a gift. I gotta remember that, feedback's a gift, right? Well, as I'm thinking back about that little bit of feedback and I'm thinking about what we're doing here today, I think Farnam and South Point look pretty cool today. So, thank you very much.
All right, Stosh, thank you. And speaking of cool, the very first equine guests that will be on our floor today are these beautiful, beautiful paint horses that come from our American Paint Horse Association. We're blessed right now. It's closed to the public, unfortunately, because of COVID, but we have the American Paint Horse Association Western National Championships going on right now. They have their East Coast Championships going on as well on the East Coast this very same week. They've been great partners with us. We want to recognize Casey West, their president. Where's Casey and Billy? Casey West, Billy Smith, executive director, Kurt Crawford, thank you for all that you do for us. While these beautiful horses are coming up, you're going to be handed a glass of champagne. We're going to have a nice toast. Mr. and Mrs. Gaughan, if you guys would come up. Stosh, Martha, Ron, if you guys would come up. Ryan. And again, the APHA has had a long history with Farnam, and we just think it's perfect timing and good. They're doing good on the concrete. That's awesome. right inside. Okay, Bob.
Aren't they gorgeous?
They took our masks off for the picture.
You gotta come out here.
All the virus.
You gotta come on this side.
We're going to do a toast real quick.
Okay.
Boss, we're going to do a toast in honor of Farnam here. Everybody have a glass? All right, please raise them up. We'd like to toast our friends at Farnam for being such great partners, not just today, but every day. We'd also like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Gaughan for never saying no and for their commitment to our equestrian industry and the guests we serve. I'd also like to thank Gillette Construction and the South Point Construction team, the South Point staff, especially Bill Purcell and Dave Russo, who helped make this whole thing happen, and everyone else who helped make this venue a reality. Cheers. Cheers. Pretty good, boss. All right. Okay, now we're going to come together for a ribbon cutting. Yes.
Keep the glass. Keep the glass.
Okay. Come on in, Mr.
Really? There you go. Who's counting down? Russo, you got the count.